Hi, it's me, and Katie Purry. Let me just pull up the chat here where I can actually see it. I gotta mute this business. Turn down my video. Don't know who's here all yet. This is Squishy Squishy. Hi, Squish. How are you today? Okay, I see Windstar. Hello, how are you? Feathered, what, Therion? I can't, Sam, Laura, hello. If I hack anybody's names up, please let me know. Pretty Alice Moon, Agus, of course, my Noah, Amethyst Blood. Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing today? I'm a little bit early, I know. Hello, Natalie. I'm a little early. You see Katie, yeah, she decides she wants to crawl all around. Please excuse the cattail in my shot here. I can't do much about it. I hope everybody is having a great day. I am having not necessarily a lazy Sunday, but I'm having a good Sunday. See, I changed the energy downstairs. I did cleaning a little bit here and there, cleaning upstairs. I've got the mood going here. I've got some wonderful candles lit, and then one of my favorite mix of incenses. And these are just incense that I stick incense that I light together. I am burning chai tea. I got to look at them, not like they're labeled while they're lit, right? Whatever. Anyhow, I still got to look at them. Chai tea, clove, and myrrh is what I'm burning right now. Let's see. So this is a Q&A. I see people are already starting to write some stuff. Oh, Lady Ambrosia, that's so sweet. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, so this is a Q&A. I'm opening this hour up to you. I guess we should lay some ground rules. I'm probably not open to sharing my favorite sexual positions or anything like that. So let's keep it clean just a little bit. So if there's something that, you know, is just like way too uncomfortable that you're going to ask me, I'm going to defer to like no comment, or Noah and I were joking before. It's like maybe I do it like So You Want to Be a Millionaire, where I get to call a friend, I get 3 phone calls. I'm not going to do that to you. But if I feel, you know, like it's not something that really needs to or pertains to my channel, I may choose to pass or try to answer you the best I can. Again, I've only been at this in September. It'll be a solid 2 years of actual in-depth practice. Been dabbling the rest of my life, so I am a psychic medium and clairvoyant and all that other stuff, so I can do some of that stuff, but right now, since I'm in a healing phase of my own body, I haven't been letting a lot of that in, just because I can't really handle it. The hospital itself was just tremendous. It was tremendous to try to get through. So if you're wanting to ask a question, please do so in all caps so that I can easily read it, because I am like the worst at this feed. Trying to find everything is kind of a pain in the butt. So I'm going to scroll through here real quick, just basic. Okay, I've got one from, first off, let's see. Hold on, let me go right back up. Katie Fur, this cat. Do you see this? Do you see it? Look, in my lap. All right. Let me search out. Make sure I got everybody here. Hello, everybody. Whoever I've missed. I see Lisa Beth. Half glass moment. I really like that name. Windstar. Mr. Noah. Fritos 314. Hello. Mandy of Merrimack. Okay. Ambrosia. Okay. Gentry Laughlin. Okay. All right. I'm going back through. If there are any questions, I know I do have one question that somebody, Katie, for the love of Pete, will you just sit down? Thank you. I love you too. Okay. I did have somebody by the name of Max who was asking, they are building their own home. And from witchy perspective, I think witchy advice, things of that nature, wanted to know if there's any tips or tricks or things like that. I built this home. Well, not me, myself with a hammer. No, 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 that didn't happen. But I did, we did build this house, husband and I, and various contractors and whatnot. But there were some things that we have done to keep it warded, safe, pest control, things like that. My husband did something with boric acid. Let me get through this quickly, and then I will get to some of the other questions here. He took boric acid in one of those like sprayers and dissolved the boric acid, put it in the sprayer, and sprayed all the beams of our house. This keeps down any type of critter, spiders, ants, termites, any of that other stuff. We are pretty much a spider-free home, which is important to me because I don't like them. I don't like those sticky spiders. I'm not a fan of the spider. However, anywho, so I thought that was something really cool that somebody could do in a witchcraft realm. So say you have taken, like I have sage salt, and if I basically liquefied that, put it in a sprayer, spray it around, you could do that. Definitely, I have heard, I think, I'm not exactly sure who said this, but one of my friends had said that when they were building, they had actually built a trough all the way around their house, like a little moat, and they poured salt around, in that moat, filled it up, and used several pounds of bags of salt and went around their property and then buried it. So that created a barrier. You can also, old-fashioned, but you can pee. You can pee in a bottle and create a barrier. You can do that too. There's lots of other things that you can do after the home is built. You could hang a witch ball in the front or the back of your door to absorb negative energy. You can, you could do the thing that Trina had taught me to do, which was the little mirrors. So cleanse everything, cleanse all of your spaces with whatever smudge that you choose to use. Some people prefer sage. I have kind of gotten away from sage. It just wasn't working for me anymore. So frankincense is my go-to. So I frankincense every room, and we salt all the windows, and we, chant or incant and do a blessing on each room. And we kind of push it out the front door, all the negative, nasty goo, and then we lay a line of salt. That salt can contain sage. It can contain chili powder. It can contain cinnamon. It can contain clove, rosemary, holy Moses. I mean, frankincense, if you wanted to. It could be anything that you are feeling protection. Part of witchcraft is making it your own. So make sure you do. Otherwise, you're just following rules. That sometimes doesn't work for everybody. So you can do that. And then once you go back through, those little tiny, like little round mirrors, you can kind of lick them and stick them. You can do that. Make sure they're facing out to basically, so you have yucky spirit coming in. They actually like to look at themselves. So they get distracted by that, and it also points any negativity back at wherever it's coming from. So, kind of acts as a shield. I don't know if that's helpful. Those are my tips and tricks. And I'm not sure if anybody else identifies with any of those. There are more, but I think we have to get to some other things here. Okay, let me get back to, boy, I wish somebody was here doing this with me. Okay. Yes, Fritos, I am feeling better. I'm not moving to Oregon. I'm moving to Washington. I know a lot of people get confused. It's only one state away. Moving to Washington. The health stuff has gotten a little bit in the way of that. Health comes first, obviously, but the move is still happening. The move is still on, and we are going to Washington State. Okay, Natalie, you told me that you had someone read your Akashic records, which helped you considerably. How did you find someone to access those records, and who would you recommend? Okay. Yes, I did. Akashic Records, I actually was brand new. So this was in my study phase before I even had a YouTube channel. I had gone in to this local place called the Crystal Mystic, and Edward, it was or is one of the co-owners of the place. And I came in there looking for help, but not knowing what help I needed at the time. And so he helped me. He helped me without even, I mean, he didn't ask me for any money or anything. He just helped me, which is pretty awesome. And he is the Akashic Record, I would say, guru. So I had no idea what Akashic Records were. He had to explain the whole thing to me. I would definitely Google Akashic Records and Akashic Record readers. Find out who is in your area to help you. That's the best that I can do. I think Edward is on hiatus right now. He's on sabbatical, traveling around. So I don't even have access to Edward. But that is my best thing I can suggest for you, my dear. Of course, everybody's trying to message me right now. Of course, my phone was dead before, and now that I'm live, everybody's messaging me. Okay, hope that helps you with that. Okay, it's yes. Am I okay? I knew this was going to be a thing. Yes, I am feeling better. Not 100%. I don't necessarily want to go into nitty-gritty details because sometimes I feel like people just don't care. And I think that people listen to the first, like, I don't know, 3 sentences and then they just stop listening. My situation is complicated, so I don't want to bore you with all that crap. But basically, I was having chest pains. Already, I have diabetes. My diabetes has been out of control for some time. I am very insulin dependent. What do you call it? Resistant, very insulin resistant. So they've been playing around with my meds, and every single time that they do so, it makes me very sick. And it's hard to know how the meds are going to affect me. I've had some really adverse reactions to some of them, and so I can't be on those. So therefore, my blood sugars go right back up, and it complicates things, which means it's harder to heal. I have difficulty sleeping. I have difficulty with, trying to, I don't know, I mean, your daily life just is a little harder. Your joints start to ache. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff that happens. Look it up. I mean, if you don't believe what I'm telling you, then please, by all means, Google it, and you can see what some of those symptoms are for high blood sugar. Ketoacidosis was one of those, and I did go into a brief moment of that, where your body basically is starting to eat itself. So very scary stuff. So I now have an endocrinologist, and we are working very aggressively to try to get me back on track. And so far things are going pretty good. I've tried to adopt a mainly paleo diet that I have not been so great at keeping up with. Let's be honest. Sometimes somebody just likes cheese fries, and that's all I'm going to say about that. But if I do cheat, I try to make sure that it's like 1 or 2 days of mild cheating, and then I have salad and all that other stuff. So I try to take care of myself there. I was having chest pains. They wanted to do they scheduled me for a heart cath pretty much immediately. Heart cath was clear. While all of this is happening, I end up having what seems to be a minor heart attack, or a silent heart attack. It was quite painful. I was hospitalized for a little bit, and they found an electrical pulse issue. So my heart cath came back completely clear. Arteries were clear. I'm not in any bad shape there. But I have an electrical pulse issue or an arrhythmia. So that is that. So while they're doing the heart cath, they were already suspecting that I was going to need my gallbladder out because I was having issues and pain there as well, which is also complicating this whole heart issue or the chest pains, because when you have pain in your gallbladder, it can sometimes, like, the pain can rise up in between and then go through your back and your shoulder blades, which is also very similar to a female having a heart attack because it comes off more like indigestion. Yeah, so they're like, so since you're here, do you want to get your gallbladder out? So I'm like, sure, why not? You're already cutting me open, let's do it. So that is how that happened. So I have been on the heel. I have 5 incisions in my tummy, and those are all pretty much closed up. I'm not having any issues as far as pain with that anymore. I had significant gallstones, so once that was removed, things got better. Still dealing with the chest stuff, still not done with the chest pain and all that stuff. Excuse me. Incense decided to come straight for me. So that's that. So I still have to work really, really hard with the endocrinologist and also my cardiologist to kind of come up with a game plan and what to do. I tuck her out pretty easily. I can't do heat very well, so it just sort of takes it out of me. So I'm just pacing myself, and I'm learning a new way of raven doorness. Normally, I like to do 12 things at one time, and I can't do that anymore. I just can't. So if I can't do it and I'm not feeling it, I just put it down. And that is unusual for me, but I'm finding that I'm having a lot less stress by doing so. So that's what's going on there. I hope that answered your questions there. Okay, moving on. I hope I get to the right spot again. Okay. Let's see, have you ever tried to access the records? No, I have not tried, Natalie. I have not tried to access the records myself, although I am extremely interested in doing so. Very, very interested in doing so, and eventually I see myself going that way. So I'm waiting for the full heal. I'm waiting for the move. I'm waiting for all that transition stuff to happen, and I will be, you know, researching and doing some work there. And I would say probably in about a year or so, I might be able to get to that level and start, you know, really working at that. Let's see. Do you feel? Let's see. Do I feel more influenced by the lunar energy or the solar energy in your path and practice? And explain. Okay, Miss Lady Ambrosia, I am a moon girl. I don't like the heat. It's not that, and I am Raven Flower, so therefore I know that the sun and the solar energy is very necessary for growing a garden and all that stuff. However, I don't really, and please understand, I grew up in Santa Barbara. I used to surf. I used to be a surfer. I just don't do heat. I just can't do the heat very well. So while I appreciate the sun on like a day that is like 60 or 70 degrees, anything above that, I'm like out, or actually I'm in, I'm going to run, or I run for the AC. So with a full moon going on right now, I know that, you know, it's very odd because a lot of people to me are saying, and I'm trying to look at my calendar here. Let's see if I can get this thing down without killing anybody. Nope, I gotta get up. Hold on. Okay. All right. I got my fancy calendar, which is calendar 2017, and a lot of people are like, "Oh, the full moon tonight. Oh, the full moon tonight." And I'm like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! The full moon's not until the 9th, is what it shows right here. Look. See, right here, the 9th. Can you guys see that? Full moon on the 9th. Yeah, but friends and I were just talking about this the other day. So I'm celebrating the full moon tonight. There's others that have celebrated the full moon last night, and then I think there's 3 days of full moon. So everybody does it differently, I guess. So really, I do a lot of moon gardening. I call down, or I draw down the moon and take in that energy. I push it towards my plants and things like that, and also for healing and new beginnings. I do a lot of that as well, so I'm definitely a moon gal. Lunar energy! Okay. See, you told. Okay, what is you told? I must be missing it from something else. Okay. All right. Agnes. What about these full moon intents, right? Yes. Shoot, I don't know. Any good witch, any good witch, any witch that is in touch with elements is got to be feeling the change of the full moon. I think I was started it last week. I'm just like, oh my God, is that a full moon? I feel it coming. Like, like you could tell things start to shift for sure. Okay, Laura Ravencroft, how do you incorporate your magic in helping yourself heal? If I don't mind sharing. Well, I can be honest. I can be honest about this. When you're in a state of really out of it and in a lot of pain, I can just speak personally. There's some times that I I call on my friends. I call on my friends. I call on my family. Anybody that I feel is going to help me, because I may not be very strong right then. Right then, I'm just trying to hold on to anything that I can to not make it worse for myself, not to freak out and all that other stuff. When I went to the hospital, when I had to go and through the ER, I was in a lot of pain. I was in extreme pain. I was still in between, those horrible pains, still thinking to myself, trying to stay calm, trying my best to kind of speaking to my goddesses and God in my head. Let's see, I wasn't close to any of my stuff. So witchy items, I mean, like candles, incense, smudges, stones, any of that other stuff. I didn't have it with me. So that was difficult. Being in the hospital in order to heal was quite kind of annoying, honestly. Hearing ghosts, they want to talk to you, and a hospital is flooded with them. So I felt like I wasn't healing as fast as I could, because I was really just trying to stay things off. Now that I'm out of the hospital, there's lots of things that I'm doing for myself. In fact, my hair looks a little frizzy because I just got out of the shower not too long ago. I had just done a full cleanse ritual in that shower thing, that thing, the water that runs. Yeah, I did that. Huge salt cleansing. I did scrubbing, imagining, you're cleansing everything truly and, intuitively, magically, you're just trying to shake off that yuck. I also did a lot of self-care. So I did, conditioning treatment on my hair. I did facial on the face. Scrubbed even my toes. I mean, I got into it. So I think that self-care is a great way to kind of set the mood for then grounding and then healing. So I intend on doing some work tonight in my garden, incorporating my bowl. I think you guys have seen this, where I do this with the candle, with the water, the floating candle with the water in the bowl and all that good stuff. So I work the elements that way, and I'm going to be calling porters and asking for some healing and drawing down that moon for some self-healing. That's what I'm doing. I'm sure there's more, and a lot of it just sort of comes intuitively to me, and it happens as it's happening. Like I don't really write things out and like, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do this. It never has worked for me. So I just sort of like go off the cuff. That's just how it rolls. Okay. Yes, Mandy of Mary Mac. I am feeling better. I have good days and I have bad days. I'm having a lot more good days recently, so that's why I'm back on here. So I hope you guys appreciate it. Okay, let's see. I turned off Howl's Moving Castle for you. That is your awesomeness level. What is this? Sam, I turned off Howl's Moving Castle for you. That is your awesomeness level. I don't know what that means. And if you're talking about how is moving going, I have to be quite patient. I have to be patient with my husband because he has plans and ideas and things laid out. We also have my mother-in-law is not doing so great. She's been in and out of the hospital probably a little bit more than a year. So things are getting a little complicated with her, and she might be moving back with us. So she's talking about moving with us to Washington. I'm not sure if that's going to work out for her or us, and I don't know what that really looks like. So moving here, we got lots of stuff that needs to be moved, and my husband is working overtime to try to figure that out. But with me being in the hospital, his mom being in the hospital, we have a daughter that's going off to college, another daughter that's moving out on her own. There's a lot going on. So I'm sure our moving situation, like we've had 2 big sales, gotten rid of quite a bit of stuff. We have a lot more to go through and a lot to pack. So we're not there yet. We're getting there, and I'm sure it's all going to happen in the last month. That's just how this is going to go. That's just how it will be. That's how it works with us. I don't know. Lisa Beth, I miss you too. All right. Also, have you ever been Have you ever been able to access the records for yourself? If so, what did you? How did you? Okay. No, I have not, Natalie. I have not been able to access them myself. Okay. What do I think about blood magic? Many pagans, this is from Xerxes 666. I think I said that correctly. Please correct me if not. And I see these little like goblets of, is that goblets of blood or is it goblets of red wine? Because either way, I'm in. All right. What do I think about blood magic? Many pagans and witches shy away from the power of blood in magical rites or magic rites. I'm about the blood. I'm about the blood. I'm about bodily fluids. I did mention pee, so urine, spit, blood. I have done some things. Not necessarily like I want to get into it again intuitively while I was working a spell. I'm just like, oh, you need some blood in that. I'm like, okay. And so since I'm a diabetic, I have that little thing that goes ching, and I have put my finger in there, drops of blood, or have smudged, like I don't know if you've ever seen Penny Dreadful. You know how she, pricks her finger and it's all bloody, and she, does a symbol or things like that. I've done that. I do not shy away from blood. It's natural. I don't understand why people shy away from, it's a part of you. Of course it's going to work. It's amazing. Don't shy away from it. Now, I have had a hysterectomy, so I don't get to partake in any of the menstrual blood. So I am all about pricking the finger. I'll do it. I'll do it. I hope that answers your question. I am probably way behind. I'm sure I am. Ooh, I just lost my place. Okay, people, I'm going to try to get in through this. I'm trying to go through. Where's my little... Okay. Sorry, hang on. Patience, it takes patience. It does take patience. I'm crocheting a blanket for my niece while chatting and avoiding going grocery shopping. Laura, you and I both. I hate to grocery shop. I hate running errands. Hate it. Okay. Okay. Do you feel more drawn to lunar energy and solar? I think I answered that question. Xerxes, I've already done that one. Oh, wait, whoa. Xerxes 666. What do you think about the practice of sex magic, tantra, and couples magic with magical focused intent? What do I think about it? Sounds like a whole lot of fun. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. Well, I can say that I have a goddess, one of my goddesses, Aphrodite, that I work with. Another one is Bast, and she is a sex kitten, like no joke. So sexy time is a great time to gather energy, especially right when you're about to orgasm. Why am I saying, take a drink, Raven. Anyhow, I'm going to tell you that it is really important if you're wanting to work with those kinds of energies, to have an altar in your bedroom. Make sure that you do so. You will find that some of that stuff just sort of happens naturally. You weren't looking to have it happen, which is where I was at, and it just sort of happened on its own. So I'll let that be a personal journey for you. I think I spoke on that. Moving on. Okay. Brick dust also helps for protection. Absolutely. Brick dust is a great one. Black salt is another good one. Making your black salt also not just getting the regular black lava salt or whatever they call it from Hawaii. Making your black salt actually puts more energy in it, and that's thebomb.com. Burning frankincense right now. Ooh, ooh, I'm telling you, frankincense has become my lover. I love it. Okay, what are a few books that I would recommend? Oh, God, I don't even have any. All of my books are downstairs right now, but let me just say, I don't see anything good over there. A few books. Okay, the Encyclopedia of Witchcraft is one that I've had for years, even before I really proclaimed myself as a witch. I've been looking through that thing a lot. That is wonderful to get ideas, but I don't really, generally, I've tried to spell where I just did it the way they tell me to, and the next time I adapt it to however I'm feeling intuitively. Grimoire for the Green Witch has really been my Bible, if you will. Oh, just a little baby squirrel that just ran up the tree. Super cute. Little fella. Little tiny tail. It was ridiculous. So cute. Okay. Sorry, Tequila, but it's cute. Okay, Grimoire for the Green Witch is a great book. Love it, love it, love it. Lots of information in there. I really, really like that one. Those are there are others. There are a lot more. I have an astrology book that I really like because it helps you learn who you are as in your signs, not just your one sign, but all of them. And I mean, but if your sun, your moon, your rising, those are the mains, and then there's also others. And it helps you figure out your relationships, so who you are and how you have relationships with others. So depending on whether or not you can get all that information from that other person, it is helpful, especially if you've got kids, especially if you've got parents. I mean, if you have somebody that's difficult for you to talk to, like my daughter and I love my kid, absolutely freaking love her, do anything for her. She's a lot like me. However, I'm a little more goofy, a little more goofy than she is, a little more, straight and narrow. Sometimes we don't meet eye to eye. We're probably saying the same thing. We probably agree on the same thing. It's just maybe I'm not communicating it the best way that I possibly can. And then she gets frustrated with me. Well, knowing who she is and all of her signs are very helpful to how I can relate with her, how I can communicate more effectively with her. So I do have a book. It is pretty awesome. I'd hate to just leave you and run downstairs and try to find it because I don't even know where it is right now. So, again, a lot of things have been packed up and whatnot. Another book that I'm loving is a new book about tea leaf reading. So I promised myself that I'm going to be getting into that, and so I have started. So that is another one. Okay, books. Okay, don't have a question, just wanted to say hi. Is that Rainsky? Rainsky Silver Moon. So cute. Oh, Rain Sky Silver Moon. I say Rainsky. Rainsky. That's it. You're going to be Rainsky from here on out. So hi from the Swedish. Hello, Swedish. I love your pancakes. You rock. And lingonberry butter. I don't know what's so wonderful about lingonberry butter. It's so good. Okay. Ren Fair, September, pirate-themed weekend. What are some trinkets that you might find in a pirate switch wagon? Da 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 da. Oh, okay, all right. Well, I am married to a pirate. I know lots of wonderful things. So you're going to the Ren Fair this September. Where are you out of? That's Hex Maniac Autumn. If you would please let me know where you're going out of, I might be able to hook you up with some pretty awesome pirates. What some trinkets that you might find in a pirate's bag or pouch? You would find pieces of 8. You would find rum. You would probably find Baby Bell cheese because that's what we take and we love it. So there's that. Fluff Bunny. Hello, Fluff. How you doing, sweetheart? Been thinking a lot about you. I hope you're doing okay. Okay. Oh yes. Any good witchy books you'd recommend? People, I'm not really much of a reader. I think that I read, and I was like, I was talking to Noah about this the other day. I was like grasping everything I could for like 2 years, and it's like now it's just like, So like I do some referencing and whatnot, and I found that as your magic is, adapting as you grow, you're not necessarily needing all of these books anymore. I'm not a book witch. I'm more of an intuitive, eclectic witch. So I learn a lot by trial and error. So I do have some books that I recommend, and maybe when this posts, I can, you know, put a little link to some of them, at least through Amazon, so you can get them. And you guys can go from there. Okay, it might be good that you were waiting. We are having a few wildfires over here. Oh, wildfires! It's, you know, it is. Please understand, we won't be waiting very long, so don't think that I'm going to be, you know, not there soon. I'm going to get there as fast as I can. Now, but you are way on the other side, right? You're over. You know, I'm going to the seaside of Washington. Okay. Yes, ma'am. So wait. Okay, Gentry Loftman. Raven Flower, what is your new channel? Oh, what is your new channel with your hubby? It is called The Pirate and I, A-Y-E, like I, matey. That is the new channel. We're a little, we're like not, you know, I've been watching travel channels, you know, YouTube channel, travel channels by all these like awesome young people. They're like taking the world by storm, and like they're traveling through Africa, and they're, you know, converted buses and all these kind of like crazy awesome stuff. And I'm like, damn, I wish I would have done that stuff when I was young. Our channel is more of traveling with those that have handicaps, which my family called them handicapables. So my husband, one leg, and then a daughter who is hearing impaired, and then also the baby, and then young parents, and then teenagers. So, I mean, we have different perspectives and point of views in our travel, and basically it's kind of like a vlog. So we just sort of take you along with us. So when we just came back from Cayman, like I have a video for every day of the week that we were there. I have one more to post, which was like the last day that we were there, and I still have not yet put together, so maybe I'll get that done tonight and post it. But it is called The Pirate and I, A-Y-E, and I will also try to put that in the description box for you, and we'll go from there. And you know, if you want, I can also post it on Facebook if you are one of my Facebook friends, so that way you guys can see it. Okay. Whew, I'm trying to get through this. Okay, we are halfway through. 4:31. Do you use tangerine quartz, and if so, what do you use it for? I just got a cluster and just very curious what energy you get from. You know, I haven't used tangerine quartz. I've used golden quartz, which is great for healing. That is another one if you're looking for healing. But I haven't come across tangerine quartz just yet. I want to say I have cherry quartz. I have lithium quartz. I have, what is that? I can't even think of it right now. But it's like rutilated, obviously. But no, I don't have any of the tangerine. So please keep in touch with me and let me know how you're using that for, and I will look up how to get my hands on some of it. Okay. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I'm reading. Sorry, reading. Okay. What am I doing with this full moon energy? Like I said, I'm going to be jumping out there, and I'm going to be harvesting some herbs. I'm going to be doing a little bit of drawing down the moon and help with healing and all that other good stuff. Okay. They say sunlight helps with insulin sensitivity. Well, I am insulin resistant. So it's like I started off with like 10 units that I was supposed to take. And I'm like, I'm gonna be pushed to 50 at this point. I'm gonna have to have another medication. I think that it's gonna help me absorb that stuff. I have recently upped my vitamins, and as well as my minerals, because sometimes mineral deficiency can also keep you from absorbing the certain good insulin for you and help you process food. So that's what I'm doing there. Let's see. I'm trying to read everything. Have you tried adult grilled cheese? Who is on adult grilled? Oh my God, Fluff Bunny. No, oh my God. The ones at Draft House are the best. Have you tried the adult grilled cheese? The adult grilled cheese is to freaking die for. I have exposed Noah to Alamo Draft House here, and we had loaded cheese. Was it loaded cheese fries or loaded fries the other day? And they do it a little bit different. It's just so good, so yummy. Okay. Hello, Miss Random. I'm just getting to, like, I am just barely scrolling through here. Oh, love, 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 everybody. Trying to get to questions, trying to get to questions. I know, I'm doing my best. You know, I appreciate everybody says that, you know, you got to take care of yourself. You got to take care of yourself. Do you think that I'm not? Like, I totally am doing my very best. I have put a lot of stuff on hold or to the side or all that other stuff. So please believe me, I am taking it seriously. Noah, help me out here, because maybe he can tell you how like chill I have really been. I've not been running around like a crazy person. I really haven't. So please believe me, I am definitely taking care of myself before I'm taking care of others. And I honestly, I feel like shit because of it. I really do. And I don't know if there's anybody who can understand, but when you are a busy person and you're used to doing 12 to 14 things at one time, you know, it's like, you know, for example, Natalie sent me something, and she sent me this really beautiful scrying mirror that she had made, and I am so grateful for it, and I thank you again. It took me forever to open this box. It took me forever. I had just gotten out of the hospital. I didn't have a whole lot of energy or time. I had to somehow put in like 3 or 4 days of work because I was out of vacation time. Work is in a slow season, but I still had some projects that I needed to work on. So then we were gearing up to go on vacation, so I wasn't going to be here. And oh my gosh. So then I come back, finish a whole week's worth of work, and then I finally open up that thing. I mean, trust me, I feel like crap that I am not on things the way I used to be on things. I'm sitting back and I'm taking it easy. And if I have the energy for it, then I do it. If I don't, then I just don't. And I have to be okay with that. And I'm not there yet, but I'm getting there. I'm trying. I really am trying. Okay. Back and forth. Let's see, okay, let's see, maybe we can share information back and forth about doing that as taking a few classes now if you're interested. Absolutely, I'm down to share the information. I can tell you right now that because I have put so many things to the side, I'm starting to get hat orders again. So, and with the fall coming, this is the best time to do hats. So I have to pick that up in order to help pay for some of the medical bills that I have going on. So right now that, my artwork, and picking up the tea leaf reading, which is something that I promised myself I'd do a long time ago, are really my focus. Obviously my garden as well. So that's already a lot. So I'm not sure how much I can really dedicate to that, but I am very interested. Okay. Full moon is tonight. That's right. See? Somebody says it is tonight. It is tonight. It is tonight. Okay. Not now. It is at 95.5. So it wasn't tonight. Oh, for the love of Pete! You know what? It looks bright, and I love it. I'm looking for questions. I'm looking for questions. People have been talking about the moon. I am not. Well, thank you. I did all kinds of stuff to myself random. I conditioned, I facialed, I did stuff. So I'm hoping I'm looking okay. Except for this, you know, dye spot. I gotta dye my hair here soon. I'm trying to get down here to the bottom. I'm not seeing anything in caps. Hello, hello, Ravenways. Shadow Witch. I hear like a pig sound. What? Anyone hear that noise? What noise? There's noise again. No pig. I don't have a earbud in, so it's a very possible that you're picking up on anything that my husband's doing downstairs. And he is working on wands today. He is working on wands and kitchen witch spoons. He is busy, busy guy. Okay. Hi, Desert Siren. How is it you? I love you. I'm rolling through. I'm rolling through. I see a lot of chit-chatting to chit-chat. Questions, quandaries. People, have I answered all your questions? Is this it? Did we end at 40 minutes in? You don't want to hear from me anymore? Is that what this is? You are, Laura, you are in Eastern Washington. Yeah, the wildfires can get really bad up there, especially you're kind of landlocked. Ah, where can you get your hands on some chicken feet? Well, the Lady Grave Dancer sells them. Not only are they awesome, but the Lady Grave Dancer does it. So you can buy chicken feet from her. If you're choosing to make it yourself, you're going to need a dehydrator. You're going to need, obviously, the chicken feet, which I think that you can go to pretty much any butcher, and they can get you chicken feet. You can buy them. You can buy them like packaged in a bunch. I don't know. I don't do that. But all my friends do. And they give me beautiful chicken feet. I've got some over here that Patricia had done for me. Can you guys see those? There they are. Whoops, there they is. I can't even reach them. I can't reach my eye. Oh, there. Okay, there they are. More chicken feet. They're very pretty. I love the colors of those. Back on now. Okay, what about Orgonite? Its ability to amplify bioenergy. I have heard of Orgonite. I have not gotten my hands on Orgonite just as of yet. I have a request into a couple of my suppliers, and they haven't gotten it recently. They had it before and are out of it. But I've been searching all different kinds of sites, all that stuff. Stephanie said you can go to New Orleans and get those chicken feet. I'm sure you're right. Oh, it made me laugh. Oh, I love it. Yeah, meat market here. We have something called the Calabria Meat Market, and you can get like you know how chicken breasts come. So instead of chicken breast, they're chicken feet. So they're just stacked on top of each other, and has like the little styrofoam little plate, and then they're saran wrapped. That's how they come here. But I mean, obviously this is Texas, and they got all kinds of crazy stuff in here. Yeah, but definitely you can order them from Lady Grave Dancer. She does some awesome stuff. I have a few of them, in fact, around. I have gotten some chicken feet from various friends, actually. I have quite a few. Tequila and Trina both, or Sunshine Morning Ray, have made me some chicken feet that I have. So I do have those, and then I have some others that people have given me as well. You saw these up here, and then gosh, I've got quite a few. I can't list them all right now because I'm drawing a blank. Or kids. Laura, do you have any Asian grocery near you? Okay, they're talking about chicken foots. Chicken foots. Bok, 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 bok. And now we're going back to, we went from chicken feet to grilled cheese. Okay. I understand that whole lactose intolerant thing. That is no fun. My favorite adult grilled cheese is artichoke and spinach. I think it is Gruyere. And there's something else in there. I think there's even Parmesan in there and garlic. It is so good. And sourdough, toasted with butter. Not good for me. I just said it was good. Everybody's talking about chicken foots. I love it. Yeah, Animal parts are difficult to send, shoot, and even anything that has to do with agriculture. So certain plant matter, soil, sand, animal parts, all of those things, you're running a risk. So if you're going to ship any of that stuff out, then please be mindful. You can go on to USPS.com, and there is a list of what you can send state to state and what you can send country to country. It is quite helpful, especially when you have friends all over the world. This helped me big time when I was dealing with sending stuff to Australia. Yep, okay. Pretty Alice Moon, what is your favorite witchy activity? Like working with herbs, spell work, etc. Well, okay. Spell work, working with herbs. I first started off as more of a kitchen witch. So I did a lot of, bath oils and lotion bars and things of that nature. I work a lot with essential oils. Let's see, I do a lot of enchanting with the oils. I do have an oil video like way a long time ago on my channel. You're gonna have to search for it, but it's how I do it. And I actually take birthday candles, various colors. I prepare the candle, melt it on top of the little, like the little jar. So there, sorry, I'll just use this so you can see it. Okay, so I take the birthday candle, melt the top, and put it on the top of the cap, and obviously it's a metal cap, and then I let it burn down and kind of seal in all of its goodness. I do that a lot. I do a lot of garden magic or moon garden magic, and I really like working with herbs that I actually grew. Makes a big difference in the energy that's put into them. So my sage salt is sage that either came from the mountain that my dad is on in California. So that California mountain sage comes to me. I work with it. I keep it. It is from my homeland, or I grow it here. And I put my energy into it, and then I put it into my salt, or I put it into my oil, or whatever I'm working with. Let's see, what else? Crystals, crystal grids. Let's see. I work with tarot, but not in the same way as other people may work with tarot. I actually don't read tarot. I am a collector. I really love the art. As an artist, I really appreciate that art. But as other people are doing tarot, all of a sudden it is like a door just opened up, and then spirits want to talk to me. So that is my form of communication. So it doesn't have to be me doing the tarot, but tarot does happen. And when it is happening and I am somewhere a part of it, then boom, I communicate through that. I hope that helps you. It helps you. Also cooking. Cooking, I kind of enchant over my cooking and try to pour my love and energy into some baked items and things like that for my friends or my family. Healing energies, whatever it is they need. Okay. Questions about herbs. I want to connect with a friend who died sometime and wanted to communicate with him. What sorts of herbs or resins could you use for this? Oh, gosh, excuse me. Okay. First off, this is not just a question that I can give you like a one-part answer to. It really depends on your level of communication. Is this something that you've done before? If it hasn't been something that you've done before, do you have a spirit guide? Do you have angels that you're working with? Are there ancestors that can protect you when you go into that spiritual realm? I strongly suggest, I'm trying to find my pendulum. The pendulum's downstairs. The one that I work with is downstairs. I can't find it. I've been putting so much stuff away, I don't know where my stuff is. Anyhow, pendulum work is a great way. First of all, you got to answer those questions. So if you don't have a spirit guide, then you need to get on board and connect with some ancestors that have passed on and are going to protect you. So you need to make those connections first and foremost. I did a little bit of training with Lady Grave Dancer while I was at her house back up in January, and I'm like, hey, I already have this gift where, you know, they're coming in and or whatever, but I want to like see if I can channel it in a way that's, you know, maybe more appropriate, or I have more control over it. And so she sort of showed me how to work a pendulum. And this is where I had all my questions, and I was leaning towards this anyhow, so she got to show me. But it was very clear. I connected with my spirit guide, and we needed to have that connection, and he very much urged me not to continue just yet, because I needed to get stronger with this. I needed to connect with him first and really expand our relationship before I go doing anything else. So I'm going to urge you to do that. I'm going to urge you to do that because that's how it worked for me. And I would hate for something nasty to attach itself to you. There are times that I have tried to communicate with somebody very similar to what you're doing, and you get spirits that lie to you. They mess with you. They get off on messing with you. So you don't really know what you're working with. So it's really, really important that you protect yourself. So that is two ways of doing that: spirit guide as well as ancestors that protect you. Also, if you have a talisman, which I have one, you know, like I have my moonstone, you guys always see me with it. If it's not on me here, then it's usually in my bra. It's on me somehow, some way. That moonstone means a lot to me. It also has a citrine in it. Everybody has, you know, or I would say everybody, most everybody has some sort of talisman that they work with. Also, there's essential oils. Some people use dragon's blood to protect themselves. Some people use sage oil. Some people use frankincense oil. For me, it's frankincense oil. It seems to work that way. That and a combination of Lady Grave Dancer's dragon's blood oil, because it's like really amazing. Anywho, so I usually would put that over my forehead, just like a little roll-on bottle. Have it in a roll-on bottle. I'll roll it here. I'll roll it on my temples. I roll it on the back of my neck, and Noah taught me how to do this on the back of my neck right here. You know, at the kind of like the base of your spine, or the top of your spine there. So you can do that. You can also put it on your hands if you wish, and then you need to ground yourself. And frankincense oil is great for grounding. Great for meditation, but you know, first make sure you're good before you go in and doing that. And then I would suggest working a pendulum. You're going to have to program your pendulum, which any pendulum that you get, you're going to have to program it. I suggest you Googling or looking up some other videos in regards to that. And I think Lady Grave Dancer has one. Sunshine Morning Rain might have one. I'm trying to think of some others that might have it. I'm not sure if Wednesday does. But there, I mean, maybe Joey Morris as well. But you need to program your pendulum so that, you know, it's like swing this way for yes, swing that way for no, you know, that kind of thing. You're kind of programming it and working with this tool. I would suggest you go that way. If you're not comfortable in doing any of that, then get yourself a good reader. There are some great readers out there. Christy the Kindred Witch is a great reader. She is also a psychic medium. Edith Mary Stanley is also another great reader. We've had good conversations. And of course, Arwen Lynch Poe, Tarot by Arwen. Maybe check with them and see if they can't, you know, get you what you need. I hope that answered all your questions, because that is not just an easy one-part answer. Okay, sorry. Moving on. Woo, what do I think about necromancy, Ouija boards, voodoo, working with malevolent spirits for personal gain? I think I've kind of answered a little bit of that. I'm definitely a necromancer. Ouija boards. Ouija boards are not toys. You can definitely Ouija board, but I mean, they're all conduits, right? They're all conduits. So you can do any of these works with just putting your hands in the water and meditating. You can connect through fire and scrying, water scrying, smoke scrying, mirror scrying. I mean, there's ways you can get in touch with things if you really want to. But again, ground yourself, make sure that you have the appropriate protection on board. Don't just go dabbling and dibbling, because you're going to get yourself in trouble. And trust me, I had something attached to me for some time, and it fucking sucked, okay? It just sucked. So make sure that you guys do it appropriately. And there is all kinds of Googling that you can do, and all kinds of videos, video or channels out there where they will walk you through that. I'm not prepared to do that just right now. And I do my stuff in a very different way. And I have my spirit guide and I, he's very shy, so he doesn't really like to come in and talk about this kind of stuff very much with me. So I hope that you understand that. Okay, making some facial scrub, some flowers, and some self-love spells. That's nice. That's good. That's a good one. Good thing to do on full moon. Windstar, I have really bad nerve damage and other stuff. Going vegan 13 years ago helped me lower the symptoms. Yeah, it will, for sure. There's a lot to be said about that. There are a lot of people that, my cousin is I don't know if she's a vegan or just vegetarian. Big difference for her. Going paleo for me made a big difference. Just me cutting out a lot of the carbs makes a huge difference in how my joints feel, and nerves and things like that. I also have osteoarthritis in my hips. My hip, my hands, my knee, and my feet. Yay! Frankincense oil also helps with that. Understand there's 3 different kinds of frankincense, so you've got to make sure that you're Googling or researching the right kind of frankincense, because that for sure is going to help you out. There is something that one of the frankincense is for immune therapy, kind of help boost your immune system. One is for skin rejuvenation, and another one is for anti-inflammatory properties, which works wonderful when mixed or used in a carrier oil. I use almond oil or soybean oil, and it's wonderful. And I use that, and it feels good. Mixed also with white willow bark oil that I made is helpful, but I think I need to step up my white willow bark for pain relieving. Okay, what else do I got here? What else do I got? Okay, we've got 4 minutes left, people. 4 minutes left. I'm gonna scroll down here. Love you too. If I've missed anything, please put it in bold really quickly so that I can get to it. Stephanie with the jokes today. Scary part is the banjo music. Oh, love you people. Freaking love you people. All right. Do you like how I sing? I sing as I read. La 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 la. Okay, I've got audio echo. I'm sorry. Yes, I do not have my things in. I'm sorry for the grunting noises. I'm grunting. Maybe I'm just farting and y'all just don't know. Maybe I have flatulence. Maybe that's what's going on. I'm really not. I would not do that to you. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Do you recycle things from spells and use in similar new spells like herbs, flowers, and such? Herbs, not so much herbs. Once I use them, I usually just use them. Candles, though, I will take old candles and melt them down and put them into a new candle. So especially if it's like for a little jar or things like that. And if there's any leftover herbs and things like that in there, then I will use it. Absolutely. Now crystals, I'll cleanse a crystal depending on what kind of crystal it is, and then reuse that for new spells. Absolutely. Absolutely. What do you think of other high magic practices such as weather control, rain dances, manifesting fire, and all that stuff? Oh boy, Cersei 666, you are like down with the questions today. What do I think about it? I know that there's people out there that say that they can control the weather. I had to put the phone down and say, look, I got to look at you for this. I know there's people out there that say that they can control the weather. I'm not going to say that they don't. I'm not going to say that they do. I'm going to say that I haven't seen it personally myself. And I think that there are those out there that could come together. My nose is itchy. My nose. All right. There's those that can come together and possibly work together to make something like that happen. But I mean, with some of the like really tragic things that have happened, Mother Nature is thrown at different, places, say Katrina, how come y'all couldn't help, those people that are controlling the weather? How come they couldn't help those people that were drowning or, now homeless or, all that stuff? There's natural disasters that happen all the time. And here are these people that say they can control the weather. I wish that they would do so for good if they truly can. I'm not dismissing it because there's a lot of stuff out there that's unexplained, and it doesn't mean that it doesn't happen. So that's where I feel about that. I don't know if that answered your question, but there you have it. Okay. Goodness gracious, there's a lot of chit-chatting in here. I am sorry if I am going too slow. I'm going as fast as I can, people. I'm going as fast as I can. Okay. Ooh, that's so sad. Okay. What? Something about subs? Oh, I'm not worried about subs. I'm really not worried. Is this Jack Voodoo? I'm not really worried about subs. I started my channel to really meet more like-minded people and bring awesome friends to me, and that has happened. I have some pretty awesome friends, and I'm very grateful for that. So, I mean, subs will come if they come. Subs will go if they go. I'm really not concerned about it. It was more of a vlog for me to figure out, how I'm working things and feeling about things and growing in my practice and meeting like-minded people. So I hope to share the information that I learn with others, and that's all that really matters to me. So I'm really not concerned. I'm not concerned about it. What about sleep sleep paralysis and seeing shadow beings while half awake? Yeah. Yeah, that's happened. That has happened to me. That's happened to me more often than not. And recently, while I was in the hospital, that was not fun. I'm smiling in my facetious way because that sucked shit. So really, I'm trying to stave everything off of me while I'm trying to heal, and they know that I'm clairvoyant, so they're trying to get my attention. I had an almost shadow being attack is how it felt in Grand Cayman. Please watch that video because my husband saw them, and then I wasn't aware of them completely until I stepped foot off of the graveyard soil. And then it was like, holy shit, get in the fucking car as fast as you possibly can. And shadow stuff, I don't mess with. I'm sorry. There are certain levels of shit that you deal with, out and about while you're dealing with certain things. And you got to know how strong or not strong you are. You really need to know your limitations when you're dealing with the other, world. Sorry, scratching my eye. You really got to know your limitations. And at that point, I'm still in a healing phase, so I don't need to be messing with that kind of stuff. Have I pushed them out of my house before? Yes. Have I waged war with them? Yes. Have I won? Yes. I have won on many battles. I have woken up in the middle of the night, mainly when I was younger and also in my teen years. So when I was a young kid in teen years, and then also it was almost like probably about 2-3 years ago, and then yeah, I think that's pretty much it. And then just recently at the graveyard in the Caribbean, scary. Woke up and there's something, there's something there watching you, and then it kind of moves from you have a dark spot in your room, and it moves on over, and you're like, holy shit, something's there. And the best thing you can possibly do is do not give into the fear. Do not give into the fear, because they feed on that, and things will get a whole lot worse for you if you start freaking out. I'm going to leave that there. We'll leave that there. What is my frankincense recipe? Well, my frankincense recipe depends on what I'm using it for. So, like I said, there's 3 different kinds of frankincense resin. There's Suricata, there's Farinia, and then shoot, what is the other one? Sertani? I can't say these correctly. Please don't. I cannot say this or pronounce these things correctly, but there's 3 different kinds. So it depends if I'm using it for like my aches and pains. I've just recently done a an oil with, I think I did grapeseed oil for this one. Grapeseed oil, white willow bark. I used a heat method just on the stove top. You know, very, very low for over a long period of time. So it was about 4 hours, I think I did. I could probably do this longer, but 4 hours is all I had. And then I kept it. I kept the white willow bark in with the oil, and I let that sucker sit for about 6 weeks. So I'm wanting to redo this and try it again, where I incorporate frankincense, which I use, and I think it's frankincense for Farini or Sertani, I'm not sure. I gotta look that up. Anywho, I use the one for the aches and pains. And I'm going to be probably using about 10 to 15 drops. I know that sounds like a lot. Some people would say I have gone all the way up to 20 drops, you know, depending on how big your jar is and also how much pain you're in and what you're used to. So I use a lot of frankincense. So a few drops is not going to help me. You know, I'm pretty much an addict at this point. So I'm going to redo the white willow bark, let it sit, but I'm also going to be putting in, you know, probably 20 drops of that particular frankincense that helps with the anti-inflammatory properties. That's what I'm going to do. And then I let that sucker sit. I'm going to let it sit for 2 months this time, and that way it's nice and strong. And I could cut it with several different kinds of oils. Soybean oil is very light and wonderful. Grapeseed oil is okay. It's not my favorite, but it is a light oil, which is very good. And then I also really like almond oil. Just the combination of those really, really nice. Also to give it a little extra like oomph, just because it smells really good. It's a really good great combination. Frankincense and bergamot, or bergamot, depending on how you say it. Those two just really work very nicely together. So it's a nice grounding smell. At the very, very basic, very, very least that you're going to get out of it is that it's going to help you with meditation. It's going to calm you for sleep. And if it doesn't help with your pain, then take something else. Okay, that's what that is. And I think I go over a frankincense recipe in that oil video from like a year ago. You're gonna have to dig. You're gonna have to dig for it, girl. Okay. All right, guys. It is already 5. I'm going to have to go. I'm trying to see. I'm gonna try to answer a little bit here. Trying to even get to the end. Crimson Fire, hello, my love. Oh my God, I miss your face. Okay, I'm trying to get to the bottom here. I'm trying to get to the bottom. Ooh, blessings from Scotland. Oh my God, y'all. My European people checking in, and now Australia has woken up. So now Australia is jumping in. Hello. Oh my gosh, you guys, I miss you. I miss you so much. I miss you so much. Sorry, I'm trying to read and entertain you at the same time. I generally, with live chats, I try so hard. I try so hard to have somebody with me because I suck at this. All right, let's see. On the whole, lore about girls, their boyfriends, and blood in the spaghetti will make them obsessed and loyal. Oh, really? I have not heard about this, but you know, listen here, 666, you got some stuff going on. You're doing some interesting research. That is definitely a question for the Lady Grey Dancer. You should ask her that one. I do not know. I have not tried. I don't mess with people's food in that way. I usually, you know, pour my energy over it, put my hands over it, not in it. I do like mix things with my hands to put, you know, but they're clean, things like that. But I would never, ever, ever put anything in there I wouldn't like spit in anybody's food or do any of that kind of stuff. I could never forgive myself, and I would never want it to happen to me. So I couldn't do that. Couldn't do it. Okay. I think we've reached the bottom. I think I've I've actually reached the bottom. Yay. Okay. Fragrances is definitely one of my favorites too, Raven. By the way, hello all. Yay. Orchid, Nightshade, hello. Stephanie, since you're on here, I have not forgotten about you. I know I was ill. I mean, I was ill. So you and I promised you mint from my garden. Some of my mint is not doing so well. So message me if you can through Facebook or something, and we'll get together in regards to what kind of mint you're wanting. And or I can just send you whatever mint I have, and let me know if you want me to fully dry it out, press it, or whatever. Let me know, and I'll get it going. Okay, thank you for a fabulous session. All right, okay, that's it, you guys. I think that's it. I think I answered everybody's questions. If I haven't, then I am sorry, but I got to go. I got stuff to do, and I hope that you enjoyed this Q&A, and I thank you guys for making it so awesome, because really, truly, this was really cool. This was really cool, and I'm glad to have gotten together with you. I did a haul video in regards to, thank you. Look at Noah. Noah's clapping for me. Look at that. I love it. Thank you, Noah. I love you too. When are we going to Alamo Drafthouse again? We have more hero movies to see. We saw Spider-Man, and then we also saw Wonder Woman. We're like hitting all of the superheroes. Okay, so I had done a haul video on my stuff that I brought back from the Caribbean. I totally missed some pretty important things. I had gotten this like really awesome chum. It is an antique, was it shipwreck artifact place? And this thing didn't come from a shipwreck, but I bought something from the Victorian era, and it is a butterfly wing tray. No joke, this thing is legit, and it is amazing. And the energy that comes off of this thing is so wild, and I love it. And I intend on making a whole tea leaf reading, tea tray loving show and tell thing. I have some antique tea leaf reading cups, and a new book that's coming in that I am excited to read and learn. And I'm going to start, those people that are local, get ready to drink some tea, because I'll be practicing on you. Also, coming up this week, I've got the Witchy Threesome is back. So Trina, Sunshine Morning Ray, and Tequila, the Lady Grave Dancer, and I will be on Lady Grave Dancer's channel, 8 o'clock on Wednesday, the 12th, I believe that is. I gotta look at the calendar. Yes, the 12th at 8 o'clock, Lady Grave Dancer's channel. We will be kind of doing a live chit-chatting, all that kind of jazz. So I hope to see you guys there. And I have a couple of other videos coming up. I've got a garden update to do. And I was also thinking of maybe next week going over eggs, egg magic, how you can do that. Since I'm half Puerto Rican, I should probably, cover this. Do I use eggs and egg magic? Not maybe as traditional as some of the other people do, but yeah, that's a thing. So without further ado, I'd probably say hasta la pasta, hasta la pasta. And speaking of pasta, I gotta go make food. So I really enjoyed this, guys. Thank you so much for contributing all these wonderful questions. They were really good questions, and I will catch you guys later. I think that is it. And I will talk to you later. Bye, you guys.